Hey folks, Joe Shoemaker here from McDuff Realty Group. It's the last day of November of 2010 and I wanted to take a quick couple of minutes of your day here and help you maybe understand a little bit about how we measure pricing and sales in the real estate business. And I particularly want to address three news articles that came out last week. All three were published in the Indianapolis Star. All three relayed that the number of home sales have gone down when compared with last year, but the median price of those sales has gone up. And all three of those articles spin that in a positive way. For example, Hamilton County home prices shot up more than 10%. This particular article says, some good news for sellers. The median sale price of homes increased 2.7% statewide compared with the same month last year. And this article says, but the median price of homes sold is on the uptick, giving owners hope that values are firming up. This is misrepresentation of the data as far as I see things, because what they're taking is a price, the median price, which is the number in the middle of the actual sales, and comparing that or supposing that that is reflective of the value of an individual piece of real estate. And I'm going to try to demonstrate why I don't think that's true. My premise here is this, that the rise in the median price does not mean that individual property values are also on the rise. And here's how I'm going to look at that. Median price, as we know, is the price in the middle. So if we look at all the sales that have happened in a particular month or a quarter or a year, however you want to dice that down, the median price is the one in the middle. So let's just say we had 9 properties that sell in a particular period of time, priced between $50,000 and $800,000. Well, the average price is $405, $555 and change. Add the numbers up, divided by 9, there's your average. The median one, though, is the one in the middle, okay? So let's just do this as an example. Let's just take off the bottom sale, which is what's happened in this market, is the low end of the market has disappeared virtually. Sales in the lowest end of the price spectrum are far outpacing sales in the higher end of the spectrum in terms of decreases. So if we lose the bottom of the value here, if we lose the one in the middle, let's say we have a sale then at $900,000, or maybe even another one at $800,000. Doesn't really matter as long as it's above the one here. Then $500,000 becomes the median. And guess what that relates to? That's a 25% increase in the median value. Again, the question though is, does that mean that the value of this particular property went up? Does it mean the value of this particular property went up? And the obvious answer is no. It doesn't mean that the value of this particular property went up at all. All it means is that on the scale where you measure the median, in other words the one in the middle, this one's no longer the one in the middle. This one becomes the one in the middle. So your median price went up from $400 to $500. My argument would also be this, is that what it took for this property to sell at $300,000 was not an increase in its value. In fact, it was probably a markdown in its price versus what that property would have been valued at 4 or 5 years ago. So that property might have started out at $350,000, and then $340,000 and $330,000 and then $320,000 and $300,000 before it finally came under contract to sell at $300,000. So all I ask from you here is to not be confused and not be taken by the media's slant that a rise in the median value necessarily means a rise in the value of individual properties. The only way to know the value of your individual property in today's market is to talk to an appraiser or talk to your realtor. They're going to pull comparable sales data of properties that are very similar to your property in the most recent past. And that's the best way to determine whether or not your property value has gone up, or whether it's gone down, or whether it stayed the same. So I hope that helps. If you have questions, you want to talk about these issues or any other ones about real estate or anything else, frankly, call me anytime. I'm glad to help. The number is 317-413-8501. That's 413-8501, area code 317. Or you can reach me online, email joe@joeshoe.com. Oops. Talk to you soon. See ya.